What is going on, people? It's never a foul. This is kind of your evening debate show that is going to get heated because Daps is not going to like what people will say. We know that he has a narrative. I have a narrative. Cass doesn't. But
my narrative is I hope everyone's having
a wonderful night.
Wonderful night. Actually, I've got a question for anyone that isn't based in the UK, yeah? Because, right now, we are suffering, some of us, and more than usual, weirdly, this season, a lot more people, this year, summer, a lot more people are suffering than usual with hay fever, like to a bad level with like it's bringing asthma back. And it's probably something to do with the injection, the more you deep it, actually. But anyway, whenever, and I was speaking with my mate's missus earlier, not like that. Whenever we go away out of the country, yeah, it gets better.
Fine.
It gets better. You're fine, right? So anyone abroad, firstly, do you suffer from hay fever? Secondly, when you leave your country and go to a different country, does it get better?
You know what? Actually, great one. Because the girl I was talking to before, she was saying exactly the same thing. She's like, it's only England where I suffer with hay fever.
Yeah, so
right?
it gets
Nowhere
instantly.
else.
The minute I land elsewhere, it's fine.
Yeah. Not Canada, not France, not America, not Dubai. Nowhere. Just England, only in England.
Exactly
and
the same for Americans. So my wife, when it's like the season here, the spring, of course, she's like her nose and like she can breathe and the chest and everything, the same symptoms. But then once she leaves here and goes somewhere else, it gets much better.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
I don't have this thing. I don't have like this allergies.
So that's another expense I'm gonna have to pay for every year now. Is literally a flipping an injection. I don't.
But then the thing is, the side like I'm now because everyone told me the injection's sick, and the minute you have it, you feel better. But then a few people have said to me, yeah, but the side effects, and like then I'm like, oh, this is just COVID all over, you know. Anyway, I hope everyone's good. I hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. It's nearly hump day. The weather's nice. I shouldn't be English and moan about the weather. The weather's good as long as you've got a fan. And life. So
what are we talking about today, guys?
I don't know. I thought we were talking about one thing. I came with my agenda, but then I just said to Cass as we were getting ready, something else, and he goes, "Sorry, is someone trying to get into YouTube?"
Yeah. 49 is the thing.
Cool, thank you. And Cass told me a completely different agenda to what I thought the agenda was. So I've got my agenda. You man have got your agenda. And just to let you know, I just did Armchair Gaffers with Jess, who's going to be joining us shortly. And Jess was getting really irritated that we spent loads of the show talking about Man City. So we can talk on the treble winning, all conquering, all seeing, all dancing, got the better of both your teams if you want. Or we can talk about how Arsenal are ruining football. But, I mean, I'm here for either. So
what does that mean? Arsenal are ruining football?
Well, because you see, if anyone else has a transfer window where they're being linked with everyone, yeah, then we are accused of ruining us, Chelsea, other teams, accused of ruining football. Now, we've seen tonight, let's go straight into it, a great example of it, because I am saying it's tongue-in-cheek, by the way, because I'm saying, do you know, what the hell has just happened here? Right, I'm saying it as tongue-in-cheek because I don't think Arsenal are ruining football. I actually think Arsenal are a really well-run club. However, an example of it right now is that Fulham have just come out and said for Polina, they want 90 million, right? Now, that is because they know West Ham want Polina and Arsenal want Declan Rice. So that's what I mean. The Arsenal are now the one thing they hate, the one thing they've criticised everyone else of. Arsenal right now might be inflating prices in the transfer window.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very sensible for me, isn't it? But that is what I mean by it. Arsenal are kind of inflating prices in the transfer window because, you know, if they do buy Havertz for 60 million, what message does that send to everyone else? Like Paulinho, 90 million. And the thing is that
one good season.
That now means from Fulham saying that Arsenal are probably, because West Ham are going to want to make a profit, yeah. So Arsenal are going to have to pay like what, 100
What
minimum.
what about Brighton and with 100 M's for Caicedo? That's another.
I never said it about City, so I'm not going at them. I have agendas.
Fair enough.
At least I admit it.
The agenda must agenda, I suppose. So,
Agendas will agenda, young man.
But before we get into debating about Arsenal, Man City, you can stop them. Is it enough?
Shout outs.
And this is a crazy thing because I was talking about it earlier. If anyone watched the stream earlier, right? Is cool. They're gonna get Lavia more than likely now, or it's looking likely that Arsenal are gonna go get Lavia. And then I'm thinking, look, if you want to, Abs was saying along the lines of, and Flawless has said along the lines of, look, if they keep Partey and go get someone like Lavia, that's great. That's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
But now we're seeing, you know, in going out the door, Partey going out the door, Lavia coming in. I'm thinking, okay, do they go get another backup DM? Does Arsenal fans in the comments, by the way, think you're going to go get another DM? Because Lavia is not a starting DM just yet. Not Champions League football anyways. He could prove us wrong. What I don't know. What do you think about that, Mo, man? Because it's kind of hard. I'm trying to just grasp my head around that. And it is early doors. They've got a lot of time to go get a bad boy if they want to. You know, you got a feeling they might be back in for Caicedo maybe if they go and sell Partey.
So I think we talked about this before, that if Arsenal get Declan Rice and Caicedo on top of keeping Thomas Partey, they will go, and I will put my money that they can win the league.
Hold on, no. Let's be clear. What you said there straight away, though, but Mo, I will put my money on that they can win the league. No, what you've got to say is you'll put your money on that they're going to win the league. You can't say that they could.
No, so let me tell you
that. Putting money
can I explain to you the opposite? If they don't do that, I will put my money on them not winning the league. Does that make sense? If they don't do that, I'll put my money on them not winning the league.
Yeah,
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to put my money on them winning the league.
Well, then don't put money on. That's the idea of betting.
So no, I'll put money on them not winning the league if they don't get these signings.
Yeah,
if they don't get these signings, I'm gonna say, for me, Arsenal needed an experienced midfielder, Caicedo and Declan Rice, because they are playing Champions League football. Because
sick one. I'm so glad. Go on, continue, Mo. Go on. Sorry, my bad.
Because the experienced one, I thought it's someone similar to Gundogan. Doesn't have to be Gundogan. Someone similar to Gundogan. Declan Rice and Caicedo provide the starting positions in that area. We know Gundogan is not going to start every game, and we saw that. But again, someone similar might come into the business into the season and actually help you get over the line. This is what Gundogan will give you.
But
give you someone that will carry your hand.
Mo, I know you keep pushing this agenda. Can we just stop? Gundogan,
that's why I said someone similar.
Right, is not going to Arsenal, right?
That's why I said someone similar.
I actually think so. Since Arsenal pulled out of Caicedo, has anything actually deeply progressed with Caicedo to any other club?
Oh yeah, Chelsea.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I could also see that. Look, Chelsea might get him, but I could also see if Chelsea don't get him, I could see that being a smart move from Arsenal, and that once interest drops, if Chelsea don't get Caicedo, because Liverpool won't because of the price, right?
Yeah.
If interest drops, Arsenal could then find that they're in a very strong position to go back and pay less. Because now it's like, well, you ain't got no other options now. So I just think for me, and I said once the season was over, my agenda with Arsenal would go. So people, I am joking with this, you're ruining football. I think Arsenal are doing exactly what I said they would do. Now that they have Champions League football, they've always had money. They're now going to spend big to go again next year. I think the fact that right now, people can laugh at Havertz, they can laugh at some of the players they're going in for. The fact is, Arsenal look like they're doing more business than any other club, and it's the first couple of weeks, right?
But it's the wrong business.
It depends. You can't say that. So I can. No. So when Liverpool, you can say it, but when Liverpool got Gakpo,
good one, man.
Right at that point, it wasn't wrong business. When the transfer window ended and they didn't go in for anyone else, for me, that was wrong business. But right now, getting the deals that you think are easy to get done, knowing you've then got the rest of the window to go after the big sharks that you want, So I don't think you can say Arsenal are doing the wrong business, because right now, if Arsenal end up just buying Havertz, and selling, getting rid of Partey, getting rid of Xhaka, right, that's bad business. But if it ends up that they buy multiple players and Havertz just becomes a squad player that they actually end up getting for about 40, 45 million, then it's not bad business. And I think Arsenal might be going in with let's get the business that can be done easily done, because there are more than one person working at football club. And while they're doing that, the others could be working on the bigger deals. So
yeah,
what you said is great, but I can look at it from the other side. The easy business is that Declan Rice is there. You know the price. Go freaking pay the price. Get the player over the line. Number 2, you wanted Caicedo. Go negotiate with Chelsea. You wanted Lavia. Go get him. Havertz, not the right business. You know that Chelsea won 60 million and you didn't go and offer 60. If Arteta wants Kai Havertz, I don't know why. It looks like it's only him and Dawood are the 2 people that see that Kai Havertz will fit at Arsenal. The only 2
Sorry,
people.
Cass, could you send Jess the link, please?
he has got the link.
The second thing is that we can talk about Liverpool doing the wrong business with the right business. Gakpo looks like a good player.
Now,
but we said that at that time he was given 45 million or 40 million and he should have gone in and got Amrabat or a different midfielder.
But he
didn't.
He did. No, but that's what I'm saying. At the time, and right now, we're talking about Arsenal before the transfer windows ended. So to say Havertz isn't good business, exactly what I said was, I didn't say it's good. I said you can't judge it till the end of the transfer window, because if they're getting things done that is easy to get done, and they see as bargains, right? Because it does look like Chelsea are wanting to sell players early doors so they can also go and get that done, and then they can spend the rest of the window working on the more difficult one. So I don't think
they haven't got Daps. The problem is they haven't got anything done yet. That's the problem.
Well,
Nothing happened. The only thing that happened for Arsenal is Xhaka agreeing with Bayer Leverkusen. That's the only thing.
You know what it's for me with this is, I think, again, a lot of people get to League Gunner, but League Gunner spits facts, man. Keeping Xhaka and Partey on top of these is great. It's a great window. But you're losing out on experience. And that's where it comes to me with Arsenal. And I think that was put it last year. He said it for last season. He said it all season. Experience, the know-how, how to do it. Right? Now you've just lost out on Xhaka, and now you're losing out on Partey potentially, which is gonna happen, man. Let's face it, what not. It's gonna be done. It's like you're losing out on much more experience. And now I'm not being funny. As much as I rate Lavia, and I think he's great, and he's gonna be that great something, he's not gonna be a world beater anytime soon. A lot of games to fill in, a lot of boots to fill in as well. Big shoes to finish, I'll say. And I think even if they go get Timber, my personal opinion on this now has to do a U-turn. I'm thinking, until I see another link with somebody like Amrabat or something along them lines, someone that's going to be a cheap, great fit for Arsenal that can play football and progressive football, your defense is now suddenly a little bit drier and it's going to look a little bit more suspect, right? You're going to need much more cover because Jorginho is not it. Declan Rice, I can hear it. The defensive cover, it can help. Bad boy.
I'll be honest. I've been saying it, and look, I know I'm very vocal saying I don't believe they'll get Gundogan, and I'm saying this massively based on that. I'm not saying I think Gundogan will stay at City. I'm one of the people that actually goes against a lot of the City fans when they say Gundogan will stay, Bernardo will say, look, just we don't know that. They've achieved everything they want to at City, but right now I can't see why going to another Premier League club for 2 or 3 years would be on Gundogan's radar. He's been pretty vocal. His wife likes Barca, and I could understand why anyone of anyone Muslim would also be tempted with Saudi, especially when the money they're going to pay you is through the absolute roof, and this is your last contract.
Tax-free.
I just don't understand. But if he does go Arsenal, that is a game changer for me. There.
That's what I said.
But I'm saying it is. But when people play out that I think it will happen, I would be absolutely. I'd probably put all my summer earnings from YouTube and my day job on the fact that he will not go to Arsenal. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I've been wrong before a lot, but it doesn't make sense to me.
There's over 350 of you here. Can we get the likes at least to 200, guys? The like, it looks like this. It's free.
No. We've been simping for these guys for too long, man. And like being nice. We need 300 likes. And that's not being nasty. That's not being nasty or anything. I implore anybody that hasn't got a YouTube account to go and get one. If you can't do it, then understandable. But I implore you go take that time to go do it, because then you can subscribe and then you can find who you like, and you can keep, and you don't just keep typing in every time.
And if you haven't got a YouTube account yet, just ask Jack or one of his many aliases, and he's either got one you can borrow or he'll show you how to make one within 0.25 seconds. So they're very easy to do.
Couple of super chats to do that's related. Comdean, Masumi saying, I think Arsenal are silently confident about Gondo. Well, I think you wish, my friend.
I'm loudly confident. I'm loudly confident about him not going there.
But thanks for the super chat. But it's maybe, you know what? Maybe
it would be,
right.
and that right there would
be the
be
right business, Daps. That would be them.
Well, yeah, 100. That would be the game changer. That
really
could be.
Wolzify with another one. He's saying Arsenal finished 7th. That might be enough. Europa League.
Arsenal finished in 7th. That might be enough. Europa League and
D Cup.
Domestic cups.
I don't think they do that. I think they still
Arsenal
finished
top
4.
Wait, what? Arsenal finished
7th. That's too much. Anyway, guys, your super chats are welcome. Your support is welcome to Never Fall. Of course, get your comments, get your questions, and we'll talk about them. Of course. What?
I'd rather go Maldives bro. I'd rather go Maldives. Trust me.
But
what else? So Arsenal for me.
Hi, Jess.
Hi, Jess. We're not talking shit on Arsenal or nothing. Don't worry. Hi, Jess. I'm joking.
Long time no see, bro.
Hello.
Hi, Jess.
You and Mo didn't really. You and Mo used to actually knock heads a bit, didn't you?
No, it was.
I don't like Mo. I'm a fan of Mo.
You're a fan of Mo. I'm a fan of Mo. We need more Mo's in the world.
I feel like Mo plays the fence too much. Just be honest.
He was playing the fence a minute ago.
Yeah.
He said that he'd put money on the fact that Arsenal could win the league, and I was like, if you say could, that's not.
No, I said that I would put money on them not winning the league.
No, you started off saying.
I said that. Yes, I started that, but you didn't let me finish as normal. You didn't let me finish.
We got him.
You didn't let me finish. Anyway, Arsenal not doing the right business. Looks like it or something. Is Lavia getting rid of Kaiser? Let me ask the questions.
Well, currently it's the right business.
Eat your food.
He's mocking you there, by the way, Jess.
Telling you what to do.
Guys, sorry to get crashed like this. Thank you for having me on, guys. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jess, aka Wrong and Strong, part of the Armchair podcast. If you like level-headed football debates, then please subscribe to Armchair Gaffers. If you like
by the way,
if you like a bit of football terrorism, then please subscribe to Armchair Gaffers because we do it all. Arsenal, bad business. We've been there before. Last season, everyone said the same thing. Oh, Jesus, he's not a striker. He's not going to impact the team. Zinchenko, reject. Year before that, it was Ben White, Ramsdale. Guys, we've been there before.
Nobody said that. What are you talking about, Jess? You're waffling. We literally said that when Zinchenko and Jesus went to Arsenal, everybody in the world said that you got Premier League winners. These are leaders. They might get you over the line. Everybody said that. I was like, what are you talking about, Jess?
Can we acknowledge Mo's villain arc? Anybody? Can anyone? And no one noticed how he's got a villain arc coming, because it's like Mo used to be this nice guy and used to bow down to whatever that said and be scared of it, kind of thing, and wait for it. And then over time, Mo became Judge Mo, and then Judge Mo become a little bit more. There was a bit more oomph in his delivery, and then now he's backing himself and he's taking over the villain arc. Like, he's going into the cell games. You know, he's doing this. He's transforming. He's absorbing the androids, and this is the Mo. I think might be. So one way, probably way absorb Android 18, not 17 or 16.
It's not perfect cell.
Yeah, it's a perfect cell.
No. You give someone a little bit of power and you see their true colors.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. I think so, man. Look at him. Look at the smug look on his face. He's just like, yeah, and he's owning it.
Anyway, well, when you guys talk, okay, I'll start talking to you guys. Go ahead.
Again, did you see it? You're hearing it? Have you not? Have we all witnessed Mo's villain arc?
Say that again. Sorry.
Villain arc. Have you we created a monster, bro.
Oh yeah. Listen. Do you know what?
They gave me the American citizenship.
Do you know what? I'll be real. I did this before. It was good. So about 10 years ago, yeah, this young lad from from India came over and worked where I was working on the phones, IT support, right? And I started giving him DVDs like Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood. And he started coming into work and like repeating words out of there. And I'd be like, no, you can't do that. You can't go around saying that, bro. That's just in a film. You're not allowed to say that. When Mo arrived in England for the World Cup and we started feeding him Magnums, we were creating a monster. And the way he'd ask us when we'd speak in slang and he'd be like, what does that mean? But now me and Cass just sit and watch him on shows and just think, what have we created, man?
Yeah.
Bro, you're going to be gangbanging in Mexico soon, Mo.
Jess, I think you got a bit of an echo, by the way. I think the mic might be kind of close to you. The volume might be a bit too loud.
My laptop sound.
Go get some headphones then, if you don't mind. You know what you're trying to do? Ruin the stream now, Jess. What's wrong?
Jesus Christ.
You're just doing this to your stream.
I mean, to be fair, do you know what? The way I entered his stream earlier was wild. I didn't realize they were live. I didn't realize they were live and was talking a whole heap of madness, and then realized, oh, there's a red icon in the corner.
That's a quick question. Quick question though. Back on the party thing. How is there any? So Saudi's going to come in, whatever team it might be. I haven't seen yet.
Is that what the link is with Partey?
Yeah. It's the Saudi league, of course.
You know what my problem is, Kat? You're going to ask a question. Sorry. Go ahead.
How much is Partey worth?
How many years he's got left on his contract?
I can check that now.
The other thing is, right, so
he has got
we have to be
2
real.
years,
right,
and he is 30 years old.
Right, which is mad. And this is the people. Earlier this season, there was a debate, Rodri and Partey, yeah? And you've got to remember, City, when they went and raided Atletico, they could have got Rodri or Partey, and they went for one. There is a reason why they went for him. Age is probably part of it. But I think another thing that is quite big with the Partey thing is, right now, someone said 120 million for Partey. He's got 2 years left in his contract. And
he's 30 years old.
I have to be completely 100% honest with you. And I'm not saying he's guilty or innocent. There might not even be a charge, yeah? So trust me. But there is baggage as well, right? And I honestly believe with Arsenal do business well. They're clean generally, yeah? They don't have that much slander. There might have people hating them, but they don't have slander. I think Arsenal might think we don't know where this story is going. And do you know what? We want Rid now to get ourselves away from what might be a mess, because it could be a mess. And we don't want that mess.
Yeah. I wanted to say something about Thomas Partey and the Saudis and stuff.
What do you think he's worth? I wonder what he's worth. Don't try to dodge my question.
Yeah. So no, I'm not. I'm about to talk about it.
Yeah, you liar. You swerve that one. All right, I'll give you that one. See what I mean?
I was about to talk about it exactly because today Saudi Arabia, one club offered Marcelo Brozovic, offered Inter 15 million euros only. Okay, what? He has 3 years left. Of course, Inter didn't even entertain it. They said you're stupid. That tells me one thing, that the Saudi guys are ignorant. The reason why they're saying that, I think Partey's offer is going to be between 30 and 40 million. Okay, for someone who has 2 years, 30 years old.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's Mo, can I ask you a question?
You didn't. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, finish. No, I've got a question.
Ask me. Maybe it's related to what I'm going to say.
Right,
go ahead.
But I need to ask you, and I need to ask you in particular, and anyone in here, I don't want anybody to take offense to this here, because I am asking, right? And Rashford did an advert where he said that to overcome boundaries, sometimes you have to ask questions. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the question. But could that be, because you would know the way maybe some Arabics might do business better than I would, that they feel we want to do business with Partey because it's Partey we're buying, yeah? So it's Partey that we want to negotiate with. He's the one we want to pay. We don't want to pay you because you're not going to be working. So to Arsenal, it is a bit more like they'll pay what they have to, but ultimately the person they want to wine and dine and pay well is Partey. And the other one is just, we'll pay you to get you out of this equation, aka Arsenal, so we can continue with this. Maybe a bit of, and it could even be not just because of them being Arabic, but also because they're still a bit naive to the way football transfers work. And that ultimately, hold on, why are we having to pay a club for someone when we want to pay him?
And we didn't say his wages are too high. They'll bump up his wages. Don't you worry about that.
That is my problem.
Because they're used to doing that, aren't they? They usually just get frees and pay the.
So what's the question again? What's the question?
You said you was going to ask more a question.
No, so the question was kind of in there, and I'm already seeing it as well. But I'm just talking out loud ultimately.
Okay,
that maybe,
okay. So my point,
naive, and maybe I was wrong saying because they're Arabic, but because they're new to the world of football.
The reason why I mentioned Brozovic today, because they're very similar in terms of position.
Oh, I know the question. Yeah, go on.
If position, and also that the story came out today that they offered £100 million, not euros, for 5 players: Ziyech, Aubameyang, Lukaku, Koulibaly, and someone else. Ziyech.
I think Ziyech is. We already said that.
So Ziyech, Koulibaly, Aubameyang, Lukaku, and who else is on the radar to go to Saudi Arabia, guys?
Oh, but the Kante's already gone. That's not him.
No. So someone else, a fifth player today. Mendy. Is the and I tried to do the math, okay, and it doesn't add up. Whatever you tell me, it doesn't. 100 million for these guys doesn't.
Yeah, but it does add up to, and this is a thing that.
So me
right,
and people ask me. So let me just finish this. And people ask me why you're on Chelsea. I'm like, because 100 million. That means they valued Lukaku at 50 million pounds. You're valuing Lukaku at 50 million pounds. That's absolutely stupid.
Right.
Now they go to Partey. Now they go to Brozovic. They offer 15 million. They haven't offered anything for Partey. But I agree with you, Daps. I don't think they're going to offer that much money.
All right. So
they're going to give Partey a lot of money. They're going to give Partey a lot of money himself.
Yeah.
Because as he said, they want Thomas Partey. They don't give a damn about Arsenal. And Arsenal already said, yeah, if you want to go.
So that means so here's the thing. So here's the thing, and this is boring. The boring world of finance, right? Is that when any company buys an asset has a book value, right? And over the years, and they set a depreciation.
Yeah,
that's depreciation. Sorry, thank you. So, like, for example, one company might say when they buy laptops that a laptop reduces by 25% in value every year until eventually it has no value. Right. So, and if you have to pay a support cost, sometimes you just want rid of the support cost. So if we move that to football, that you buy a player for 100 million, next year it's worth 75. Next year it's worth 25. Now, if you want to keep that asset, you have to pay them more wages to keep that asset. If you actually have so many assets that you need to get rid of assets, you no longer want to make a profit on them, which a lot of clubs want to do. If you buy a player for 100 million and sell it for 100 million, you've basically sold it for what on the books that looks great. But actually on the books, it's only worth 25 now. But it's wages costing you money every single year. And if you're not planning on paying them, you want to get them down. So actually, as a business, maybe Chelsea are managing this spot on. They're going, do you know what? Yes, Ziyech to make a profit, we want to sell him for this much. But on our books, we're only valuing Ziyech at this much now. And he's costing us this much money every single week. Let's sell him and break even, but then get rid of his wages that we've budgeted for. And it's mad economics. But I think you'll probably find that what Chelsea are doing at the moment is they're not losing money. They're just breaking even and cutting their wage bill.
But I don't want to talk about Chelsea because Jesse's here, so let's talk about Arsenal, right?
Thomas
Partey,
ruining football.
Thomas Partey, how much is he actually worth?
If Thomas Partey was to leave right now, in this current market, I'd say about 35 to 45 mil
pounds.
Only because when I say that, can you guys hear me clearly?
Yes.
Oh my shit days. Okay, go on. Let's see something.
I think Partey is really good. I rate him like up there, the top 10.
Yeah, he was better than Rodri in the beginning of the season.
He was at the beginning of the season
until game week 30. Yeah.
That's
good enough. It's a good enough sample. It's a good enough sample. 30 games is fantastic.
A lot of it is down to perception. A lot of players' values isn't based on how good they really are. A lot of it is down to perception, which is why we see Chelsea demanding.
He didn't fall for it. He didn't.
Can you hear me?
Sorry. We can hear you. Sorry, Mo was just talking over you. So rude.
I appreciate getting the headphones, Jess, as well. Lovely for that one.
Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, I was just saying a lot of players' values, in my opinion, is down to perception, and which is why you see like Chelsea demanding 70 million apparently for Mount and accepting 35 million for Kovacic. I know there's obviously like contract length and all that and whatnot, but yeah, I think right now Arsenal couldn't expect to get anywhere near 50 million for Partey, regardless of how long he's got in his contract and how good he is, how much of an asset he is. I'd say like realistically,
if they were to get like mid-40s, that's what they expect. But I wouldn't sell him anyways. I think
I think Arsenal would be desperate. I think Arsenal are desperate to sell him. The fact that he's come from the Athletic as well, and saying that he's come so fast, so soon in the window, and everything where he kind of just dissolved away from the first team little by little at the end of the season as well, goes to show he's probably heading out for the door. Maybe his mind isn't in England no more. Maybe it's in that. Never mind. Might get cancelled.
We are really beating around the bushes. Is that what it is, Cass?
Koulibaly is 20 to 25 million, and Partey surely is worth
too much.
10,
Too much. Too
50
much for
million more when
Koulibaly.
they're near enough the same age. Yeah, no, you say that too much, but he's got.
I say too much based on the current market. 32 years old, defender, already had a failed year in England on a high wage. How is that?
Yeah.
He was bought for 28 million.
No,
You want to tell me that 1 year more of this guy and he's still
20
worth 25 million pounds?
I'm just saying.
So there we go. Based on that, he's now worth 17.
If that's what the Saudi club is worth, is valuing Koulibaly at, then Arsenal going to look at that like, okay,
50. I need 50 for Thomas Partey.
I need 35, 40, 45 million. And I think that's a fair deal because Thomas Partey is a wicked player. And yes, he's got lots of injuries. And yes, he might have his case and whatever. Don't get rid of him.
He wasn't injured this year, Cass. He played
Might
33
have
games.
been injured
He
very
played
briefly
3
after,
games.
very briefly before.
Yeah.
I need to say something as well, quick. 500 people in here. Make sure you smash the like button if you haven't done so. I want 300 likes personally tonight, should I say, or wherever you are. It might be the morning, it might be the afternoon. Wherever you are, big up yourselves. If you already liked it, go make a profile. Subscribe to Never a Flower. But also subscribe to Armchair Gaffers as well in the description below. Wrong and Strong, Mr. Jess himself. If people know Scorch, then as well, and Dan. And also
Walker.
the other one, Walker as well. Then yeah, man, there's all them
Walker
guys.
with the big back garden.
Can we
That's
now
what I know,
go
that's
30 minutes and we haven't even had a real debate about how can Arsenal win
Can
the
I say
league?
something? Can I say? It don't matter. We got
Go and get a player like Gundogan. You summed it up in the opening 5
Yeah,
minutes.
go and get the experience. Debate done. What's it called?
No, I think the other thing is.
Can I announce
Go on,
something?
Cass. Go on, Cass. I want
Because-
to get that mock.
No, because Barella was just on the radar of Newcastle, and now they're saying Tonali 52 million pounds from Tancredi Palmieri. By the
Sorry,
way,
has that tweet just come out?
yeah,
Remember what I said the other day that always
From
around
Sport
this
Italia.
time, Fabrizio Romano, gets
Sport
active
Italia.
around 11 o'clock at night
Sport
every single day. Do you know what? Look, I think with Arsenal, for me, Lee and Terry had a really heated debate earlier. And some of what Lee was saying was wild, it was just typical Lee. But some of what he was saying made sense. Like he was giving transfer. If Arsenal buy 5 players and 5 players they're linked with at the moment, then it's a 5 out of 10 transfer window. And I was like, me and Cass were both like, come on, man, that's not a 5 out of 10. However, if Arsenal go and buy Havertz, Declan Rice, who else was there, Cass? Timber, and then there was one more. Who's the other one Arsenal linked with at the moment?
I can't recall.
Havertz, Declan Rice,
Oh, Havertz,
Timber.
Declan Rice, Timber. Havertz, Declan Rice, Timber, and Lavia.
and Lavia. If they buy those 4, and don't get rid of Partey or Xhaka, so keep one of those 2, then
It's not
that
bad.
for me is a great window, right? If they then on top of that go and get, for me, what they need is they need a Gundogan. They need someone that has done a league. And when I say done a league win, I don't say been part of a team. I've been pivotal to a team winning a league, So have the know-how how to go for 38 games. And when it gets to those back ends of the season, if Arsenal's can, and they're I think with Jorginho, they were kind of trying to go there. If they get the right one of those, I think that could be a big, big difference.
You know they're going to start screaming. They're going to start screaming Zinchenko in the 8. Watch.
But when they signed him last summer, the early reports, when Arsenal first started getting reported to linked with Zinchenko last summer, one of the rumours I clearly remember hearing was that Arteta had said, you can play in your preferred role here.
Well, funny you say that.
And
they're
this
looking at
season, when it
Frank-
got to points, there were points this season where I thought, Tien is fit, you've got a few injury issues in the middle of the pitch. Why is Zinchenko not being given that game time in the middle of the pitch? Because I think he's very capable there. But obviously,
He could be a backup option for that.
He's
They
good
might go
there.
again. I swear they were linked to a left back not too long ago. Not like yesterday even, but it doesn't mean it's anything.
Where
But they
does
were
Timber
linked
play?
to somebody. Timber, he's a right back or centre back. He's not good. He's not great enough defensively. I
So
don't
Ben
think.
White ultimately.
Yeah, Ben White basically. But I think Timber's definitely got the more know-how to get further forward. He's got the pace for it. He's got a great recovery pace. He's a bit like Walker, in a sense. Like if you remember younger Walker back in his day, Walker's never really been great on defensively. Like when it comes to losing the ball and all that. But what made Walker so great and what still great at recoveries, get back into position and correcting himself, right?
And do you know what? Actually,
A little bit like
I'm
Timber.
going to be 100.
Little bit.
Walker, it will never happen, but Walker would be another great signing for Arsenal because Walker is also a leader in the dressing room as well, and that's that knows how to do it.
Yeah, mate. That's not a bad shout, but I don't think Walker has any interest back in London.
No way.
Yeah,
If he leaves, he'd want to go Sheffield or something like that.
I don't think he's going to leave. I think he stays. He just threw.
No, I'm just saying it's that type of mold. It's someone that you can list players' qualities, but there are qualities, and what Arsenal are missing at the moment, I think, is a level-headed, mature leader that's done it. Yeah, because with Zinchenko, I get he's been part of the City team. With Jesus, I get they've been part of the City team, but they were never the players that any City player is turning to in times of need to just calm them down. In fact, Zinchenko was needing Fernandinho to calm him down when he was having that passion. They just need someone that is level-headed, just the know-how guys. And that's hard to, being frank with you, that's probably one of the hardest quality. Jordan Henderson. I mean, it's a shout, Mo.
I was joking.
Liverpool's best ever captain, right?
I was actually joking.
This is as funny as when he was calling yesterday, when he was calling Hazard fat.
No, that was me that called him fat.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. It's nearly as funny. Like, it's going to get to that point where he was calling Hazard fat just threw me off.
There's not so many in the world now that can get Arsenal over the line. However, for me, I'm going to still say that Manchester City are so good that Arsenal need both Rice and Caicedo at least, or that level, to be able to win the league, along with Odegaard. The Caicedo, Rice, Odegaard midfield can challenge Man City. Without a number 9, with Jesus, with Saka's numbers, with Martinelli's numbers. However, they aren't doing it. They aren't doing it. They are going to get Lavia, and they're getting rid of Partey, and they're getting rid of Xhaka. Keep Xhaka, keep Partey, and add to that. You came second last year. Go again this year, but with better players and deeper squad instead of replacing. And I said that. Yeah. Is Rice going to be better than Xhaka? Probably not.
Yes, I think so.
So let me explain to you why. Is he going to be better than Xhaka overall? Yes, I agree with you. Is he going to be better than the Xhaka that played the 35 games last year and was amazing for Arsenal?
I believe so.
I doubt it. Are you confident about that? Are you confident?
Very much so. Yeah, a lot of the talk when Rice was first titled was that Arsenal was trying to sign Rice to replace Partey. I was like, no, that's not what he plays. I knew instantly that if we were to get Rice, then it will be as a replacement for Xhaka.
Left center midfielder.
But I didn't think Xhaka was going. This was earlier in the season. I thought he'll rotate either one of them.
Okay, his voice is gone. Your voice is gone.
Oh, sorry, it's up. Sorry, am I back?
This is one of the best mics I've seen. You just do this and it just mutes itself.
Yeah, that was mad, you know.
It's fantastic. What is
noise
this?
reduction was crazy.
This is ridiculously good.
You taking a piss?
No,
I'm not.
Bro, the minute you did that, you went silent.
The minute you did that, it's silent. That means you can avoid noise all the time when you don't talk. Just by doing this, you don't have to click buttons or do whatever.
Thanks.
I'm not joking.
Oh.
Go ahead, keep going.
Anyways,
you know what?
Yeah, I don't see Rice. I see Rice, better than Xhaka in my opinion. He's more mobile. He's a lot more athletic. Xhaka's got more know-how, but that just comes with age and experience and game time. So I think Rice could hit the ground running for Arsenal and be more impactful than what Xhaka was.
Rice is level-headed.
So is Xhaka.
Nah, Xhaka, bro. Look, when Zinchenko gets passionate, he needs someone to calm him down.
Yeah,
Xhaka is saying, let's ride out. Xhaka is saying, I've got the teams, let's ride out together, Whereas Rice would be like, calm down, think about the bigger picture. And I think that is something that I think could, of all the players that could come in and actually, because I say you need someone that's done it, been there, done it before, Rice could be that player that comes in and you go, oh.
Can I talk numbers a little bit? I don't.
No.
We
Give me a second. Number talk.
Give me a second. I don't doubt that Rice might be amazing for Arsenal. Xhaka scored 7, assisted 7. And every time I'm watching Arsenal, Xhaka is the one that is holding that left side, getting inside the 18, making the runs behind the defense, getting involved in the game, defending, running back. Forget Xhaka of the last 2-3 games. He was great for most of the season. I think Rice is an upgrade because of the age, because of the experience, because of the level-headed thing, right? It's great that, but you gotta keep Xhaka just for Rice to at least feed from him a little bit. You know, Xhaka has been good. He's not that bad. People make him like he was terrible this year. He was great this year for Arsenal. He was so good this year.
I think he's been underrated for a lot of years. I get he had the issue with Arsenal, but I've always thought that that Xhaka is a great player. I would just say that look, it's really being picky, but I think the one thing is you do need calming. The more senior players that have been there, done that, need to be calming, not need to be the hotheads in the team. Like, do you know what I mean? And I've always thought that as one of the more senior players there, he is a hothead. No one can deny he's a hothead. But I think if they kept him with the others, but how old is he? How old is Xhaka?
30.
He's about 30 now.
Yeah, so
Just turned 30. He's not old. People think Xhaka's like 35. He isn't old.
Either way, he's been confirmed from Athletic. But this, I hate my.
I knew the way you reacted there. It was something.
It doesn't mean it's going to get accepted, yeah. But I can't stand my club when you see other clubs. That
I love your club, bro.
Level. I can't stand the way we're operating right now. It makes me.
What did I miss? I didn't catch that. What's been confirmed?
So the Athletic
He's going to tell you now. He's going to tell you now the big news.
Tonali. So the Athletic confirmed Newcastle have made a bid in the region of 50 million euros, so 42 million quid for AC Milan midfielder Sandro Tonali. Eddie Howe is seeking reinforcements after securing UCL football and has targeted Tonali, who is attracting interest also from Chelsea as well. And there's more to come later on.
They're throwing Chelsea in there to up the amount.
That's annoying. That's annoying. That's annoying. I want that.
Cass, you know what we said earlier, though? Remember what we said earlier, yeah? That the truth is that the way that ultimately the success of the club, yeah, is not down to how much the club is willing to spend. The success of the club is down to the structure and the owners there. And right now, Cass, you're asking for Glazers out for this exact reason, yeah?
I know.
You look at Newcastle. Newcastle are dodging getting involved in bidding wars, dodging involved in names of players. They're working with Eddie Howe and they're getting players that Eddie Howe and his team, remember, the ex-Brighton team have sorted out. But yeah, 100% in it. They're looking at the Italian lot and they're going, go on, Mo, smile. I know you want to.
No, sorry, no.
They're looking at Italian players.
I'm actually reading the comments. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I just don't understand. Like my club is still in for Mason, Minerals, Mount, Midson, Mount,
and Pickford.
Mount. The only thing is
Papa Chelsea.
He's garbage. He's not good, man. I can't do this pretend thing like Arsenal fans are doing, pretending that Kai Havertz is anything special. I mean, like, yeah, you know what, Mason Mount's got bag potential.
Oh, wait. That's a great segue. Because when I joined Armchair Gaffers earlier on, people, if you don't know, go and subscribe to Armchair Gaffers right now. That is Jess's channel, superb channel. Jess said that he's never been a fan of Armchair Gaffers. He's always been a fan of Armchair Gaffers. He's never been a fan of Kai Havertz. However, the minute that Kai Havertz was rumoured to be joining Arsenal, Jess was like, I'll have a bit of that. That can go straight in my basket.
I'm not perfect.
Jess?
Not perfect. Yeah,
what?
like Daps said, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I've been one of the biggest anti-Kai Havertz people you can find. I don't know what his attributes are. I don't know what he excels at. Never been keen on him. But then when I heard that Arteta wants him, I thought, you know what? He must see something that I can't see, and I
hate this narrative.
And I trust the process.
It doesn't mean you can't.
I hate this when people say I back my manager without asking questions.
No, you have to know because
that kills the conversation. That kills any conversation we can have.
Oh, we're not doing this for YouTube, bro. We're doing this to be real, Mo.
But I hear it though.
I might be wrong. I admit I might be wrong.
With Mo on that one, because even though my manager has some sort of plan for next season and he wants someone like Mason Mount. Ooh. I can back it when it happens, I suppose, because you've got no choice. Like, what can you do, man? You can't make the earth spin back round the other way, so you got to back the way it's going to go anyway. So it don't matter. You got to go with the flow, the way of physics, and whatever you want to go with that. But it doesn't mean I have to agree with it. Do you know what I mean? I don't have to agree with that signing, but it just makes me sick. While everyone else is, while we're getting a takeover sorted, we're aiming for garbage, like average garbage. Like, we're talking about first team positions here. We're not talking about a backup 8 or We're talking about first team next to Bruno Dan Fernandes. This is what makes me sick. This club makes me sick. And you know what? I've been level-headed for a long time now doing this transfer window stuff, trying to be more context cast, not shameless cast, right? I tried to give everyone props. The only one I can't give props to is my own club. And guess what? We sold Zidane Iqbal, one of our most talented youngsters, for €1 million.
Okay. Guys, hit that like button if
man.
you like Cass's meltdown. Please do. So let me do these 2 super chats. John MCFC, clearly a Man City fan. He said, how would you rate it if they get Gundogan, Lavia, Havertz, Timber, Rice, and keep Xhaka or Partey? For me, that's a 9. I agree. That is a fantastic window. And I think from that team, it's an improvement on the team they have today, this year. That would be fantastic. Without anything else, Kivior, he might work for him. And I don't know who else. Timber is the right back. Ben White is the backup center back as well. Because I believe that Ben White can be a great center back as well.
That's a 10 out of 10 window, man. I'm not even hearing it.
That's a fantastic window, of course. So John MCFC, fantastic super chat, to be honest.
What's that? Say that
but
again, please.
Let me say, who else? People in the chat, if you can tell me who else in the market at the moment is similar to Gundogan that Arsenal can get, an experienced player that have done it in England or outside of England that can get you over the line, that can lead this midfield. Olu is saying Kai Havertz equal Thomas Muller with left foot. Olu, I used to respect your opinion in football. I used to respect your opinion in football, and I used to really rate you. You will never get invited again.
I think he's joking. Olu, you don't have to.
He's joking, of course, right? You're joking, Olu, right?
Joking, Of course he's joking.
No, but I'll be real with you, Olu. I always, up until about a month ago, I thought Olu was proper new ball, and he did make 1 or 2 comments in the last few call-in shows that made me think, has he lofted his head? Yes, here he is.
Here he is, the boy.
What are you saying, Lee?
He wanted William Tavares Cedric.
Do you know what? And actually, can I just give a massive shout out?
Answer that. The people that back the manager without any thinking. Answer that for real.
But can I just give a massive shout out to anyone that's been part of Never Foul for the last
Tavares
year?
I Tavares, it was garbage.
You don't know. Massive salute to Lee Gunner, because actually us lot getting to where we are the first year was massively down to Lee still. So and just so you know, this summer
didn't like Lee Gunner, so he just left.
This summer there is going to be some mad content coming straight out of Spain with me, Lee, and hopefully Cass will get involved. But Cass will be involved, whether he's involved in the madness, because I know me and Lee together will be on an absolute.
No, seriously, that notion that Kai Havertz, Arteta sees something in him, Ten Hag sees something in Mason Mount. They might make it work, but we have to question this. If my club goes tomorrow and paid 60 million for someone like Kai Havertz, I need to start questioning their sanity.
But I said this on Armchair Gaffers earlier. Yeah, this season and slowly over the last couple of years, managers do not have to submit the team until an hour before the game. Yeah, but recently there's been things coming out where managers will come out and say this player is definitely starting or not starting, and I've never understood it, because you're kind of giving your game plan away. But if you want to get the fans on side, sometimes I think as a manager, come out and explain why you're going for that player, because you could say something that makes us go, we get it. Like if Arsenal came out and say Havertz is coming in, and I guess you can't really do it, because do you think, right, here's a question for you. Do you think Havertz would leave Chelsea to go to Arsenal to be in all competitions, 25 game a season player?
I would say no.
Wait, when did you say that? Wait, can you say that again?
Right.
Repeat
so
it.
Do you think Kai Havertz would leave Chelsea right now to go to Arsenal to be a 25 game a season in all competitions player?
Well, he's got no choice, really, isn't it?
He would have choices. He'd have choices abroad.
I don't think he's going to get 25
Bro,
games for.
it was
Arsenal.
about 10 days ago. He's been linked with Real Madrid.
Yeah, but he wouldn't even
Like
play
it
that.
or
Right?
not, he was
So,
being linked with Real Madrid.
If
He
Kai
would've played.
Havertz goes there, I don't see any position at Arsenal that he will make his. A top
Yeah,
player
that's
always
crazy.
make a position his. And Kai Havertz doesn't have a position that will be his. Saka has his position. You sub him out or not, but that's his position.
Right, all right. Do you think if Arsenal had an absolute gunman, yeah, if Arsenal had a proper striker, do you think? Yeah.
Work.
Do you think Havertz could do kind of a bit of a like David Silva type role?
No, not David Silva, but no, you know what it is that even if they had a gunman, I just don't see. You know what it is with Arsenal? I think Arsenal fans, right? You're going back into the shell, and this is where
That's you, by the way.
expectations need to rise up to where you was 20 years ago, right? So this is where I look, you just got Champions League football, you nearly won the league, you went far, you could have went far in other cups and stuff like that. And you want to pick the top bunch because you're in Champions League and because you're a big club, as you say you are, like Arsenal, right? You want to be picking the top bunch of players. The Declan Rice is fair enough, you know, and all these other players, and then you go and see, you know what, if you wanted a squad player, right, why is Kai Havertz going to be a squad player for 55, 60 million, right? So the way I look at it is, what standards do you perceive yourself at to be? Do you still want to be this team that, okay, Havertz might potentially get there, Lavia might potentially get there? The only one that you could say out of the bunch that you're getting that's actually there, I would say, is Declan Rice, because I feel like he will fill in shoes great.
Yeah,
but when you look at the transfers around it, it's all potentials, not he's actually got great quality. He's going to fit in this team like a glove.
I think. I think with Lavia as well, you've got to remember. Look, there was a lot of City fans that watched far more of City's under 21s and under 18s than I did, that have been screaming Lavia for a long, long time, right? But I didn't watch that much of him. I saw him play for Southampton against us and look really good. But Man City have still not gone back in and triggered no release clause, yeah? It's no buyback clause, right? So there has to be an element of that why not? And if Arsenal want to compete with Manchester City, and I've seen City win leagues and then the next season go and buy average players and drop off. But we've learned from that. And when we win leagues, we continue to try and improve the squad so we go again next season. So City are going to improve the squad. We got rid of Lavia, maybe to give him a bit of job experience with the buyback clause. But if we haven't triggered the buyback clause, if we're not seeing enough in him to be a player that can play Champions League football and Premier League football, what is Arteta seeing him that makes him want to go out and put him on that pedestal? If they want to compete with us.
What do you think, Jess?
I think Lavia's good. From what I've seen, he looks good, but I always question players that are supposedly good in teams that bleed out. Yeah, I know he's a young kid and you can't expect him to single-handedly save Southampton, but we see him in fits and bursts looking really, really good. But how good is he really? Is he just, okay, like, don't call me crazy, is he just another Samuel Okonga, but just playing at his level? Yeah, what I mean by that, yeah, is that Samuel Okonga was good for Anderlecht, came to Arsenal out of place, okay? Went to Palace, okay, so would you get the same from Lavia? I'm just asking questions. Would he come to Arsenal where it's a step up and we realize, oh no, he's actually out of his depth? So I'm not crazy for a Lavia signing. He may have just looked good at Southampton, or he may have been the real deal. I'm not sure, but I'm not going mad over Lavia. And again, like Daps said, why haven't City triggered? Obviously, you can't trigger the buyback clause. It's not until next year, but I'm sure there's something you can do.
Yeah,
that's only a clause.
Why aren't more clubs in for him? Because ultimately, he's a bargain out there. When you're talking the price of other midfielders at the moment, Lavia you'll get for a better price than you'll get for some of them. Why are more people not in for him? And listen, I'm not saying he might not go on to be an absolute baller, but right now where Arsenal are, I kind of get why Chelsea might go in for him. Chelsea are in a rebuild. Pochettino likes, these younger players that he can work with. So I get that. Tottenham, I could understand why they might go in for him. But if Arsenal are getting rid of Partey, right, and they're looking for Declan Rice, we think is going to play maybe a little bit more advanced, it's just, is this really? And I think that's what Lee was saying earlier, that we don't want a player for in 3 years' time. We want a player now because we were close last season. You were. I'm a City fan, and I'm saying it. There were times last season where I was thinking, do you know what? Yeah, if Arsenal beat Liverpool at at Anfield, yeah, it was really squeaky bum time. Really, really squeaky bum time. They were that close. Is Lavia that player that's going to push them over the line when they're getting rid of Partey, who for a lot of the season was being touted as, one of their best players? I don't know if he is. I don't know if he is.
Olu, another one, he's saying Havertz's best attribute, strength as a player, is finding space on the pitch. Not saying he's playing at Muller's level or will ever reach there. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. He's like similar player. I actually don't think that Kai Havertz is his level of Muller. There is a reason why Thomas Muller always been chosen as a starting player for Bayern Munich since 2009.
Muller's
crazy,
levels.
3 seasons, right?
It's nuts, bro.
In the Premier League only, in 3 seasons, Kai Havertz has only registered 19 goals and 10 assists, right? And his actual better scoring season was actually this season, funny enough, weirdly enough, in the Prem. And he's only played 6,000 minutes. How does that warrant his price tag?
Do you know what?
This season alone, in one season.
Do you know what? Scorcher on Armchair Gaffers said earlier on, because me and Jess instantly were, saying we don't really get it. And he said, but anyone that says that they can't see a good technical footballer in there, I can see that fully. And I'm even going to put it out there that maybe this season in particular, I've never thought he can play, especially when you've got Raheem Sterling. We all knew what Raheem Sterling needs. Raheem Sterling needs a number 9. Someone just said that one of Havertz's qualities is finding space. Well, that's what Raheem Sterling does. So instantly, to find space, you need people that defenders go with. If they haven't got a striker, then there's limited space for Havertz and Sterling to find, yeah? But maybe he just has become... He's looked really bad because Chelsea have not used him correctly. Maybe. Because technically, he definitely can play football, right? But when you look at Arsenal, you're like, okay, so let me take all that in and work out how Arsenal are going to use him. And again, you're like, I'm not sure. I don't know. Because going by what I said, well, Arsenal haven't got an out-and-out striker either. So I don't really get where he fits into Arsenal exactly, unless Arteta thinks he can completely change him. And I don't really...
Left centre mid. Oh, it's nuts. Anyway.
Behind Martinelli?
It's nuts. Left centre mid. It's nuts.
All right, so if you left centre mid, so you're talking... So you've got Martinelli, who holds the width. Then you've got Zinchenko as their left back, who likes to kind of come in and play as a left centre mid. And then you're going to put Havertz, so it doesn't make sense.
So Havertz is going to play like Xhaka, high on the pitch, a little bit across the 18. That's what people say. I disagree with it because I think Havertz doesn't have the work ethics to actually play.
You can see Havertz doing the role that Xhaka does.
So the problem with that is Xhaka's recovery is so good defensively because he was so good with Switzerland playing that double pivot in Switzerland. So he knows where to be when the other team is countering you, when the other team have the ball. Kai Havertz have no idea where to be when the other team is trying to attack. So
I can't lie.
You mean the Gundogan role? You kind of mean the Gundogan role.
Exactly.
Bro, I don't know about that.
They need a Gundogan in that place.
Listen, if Arteta pulls that off and Havertz ends up becoming the new German Gundogan, yeah, then you know what? We all have to sit here and go, you know what?
Yeah, Arteta would be,
But I'm not seeing that.
There is a player already in the market that nobody's talking about is Milinkovic-Savic, Sergei Milinkovic-Savic.
That's a decent buy.
For 30. He's 28 years old, only 28 years old, massive guy. Every year as a midfielder scores double digits and assists double digits, by the way. He is one of the senior players at Lazio, challenged for the league with Lazio. Serbian, very tough, suits the Premier League because he's very physical and very technical at the same time. Plays right center mid or left center mid, knows how to defend, knows how to attack corners.
Actually, I wouldn't say that. The only thing I
30 million pounds only, guys.
Yeah, no, it's a good addition. I think it's a very good addition, especially for what they need. I think they need strength, 100%. Arsenal needs some brutal strength in there, and a guy that can actually carry the ball very well. Left-footed, is he left-footed or right-footed?
Right-footed.
Right-footed, but I think he can play both feet. The only thing about Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, right, is his discipline.
Yes.
His discipline to tactics is... he's never done it because he's always had a free roll. That's why they've always covered for him. And that's where you have to question him. That's why Man United actually never went in for him, by the way. because of his discipline. They didn't know if he could ever be disciplined to the role that was required.
But isn't that the same as Odegaard as well? Odegaard is not disciplined.
Odegaard doesn't need to be because he's like a fly, bro. He's everywhere. He's in your face. He's on your wall.
That's what Milinkovic Savic does. So
he's just a floater. Milinkovic
Also,
Savic.
Mo, when you say 30 million,
no,
you're talking 30 million right now until
it's Italian teams together, like Lazio
and
asking Inter and Juventus to pay 30
the minute
million.
the minute one Premier League club comes in,
it will be 50, like Scamacca. Like West Ham paid 35 million pounds for Scamacca.
It's like when you like the video and that person like the video, but a lot of you in here still hasn't liked the video yet. So
and subscribe to Armchair Gaffers.
Yeah, man, or never a foul even. So if you ain't liked it,
leave what are you doing here?
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of people here that are watching, and you haven't subscribed it to Never a Foul.
I got Danny as well, man. I'll put the question up because it's Danny. Favoritism.
One last question for Jess before he needs to go. So let's get this.
Do you think Arsenal have acted disgracefully with Partey? The fact that they decided to keep him because of the title challenge. Now the season is over, they want him gone. Have Arsenal acted disgracefully with Partey? Is he asking?
I tweeted this earlier.
If that's all there is to it, then 100%. But with most things, there's always something else beneath the surface. I mean, we assume that this is due to his ongoing legal issues, but there could be other factors involved as well. However, if what he said is everything, then 100%, yeah. 100%, yeah. I'd say it's been disgraceful.
I think that's spot on. And we'll probably never know, but I think that is spot on because we can't. I actually tweeted yesterday asking the question saying, Partey ultimately, I get Arsenal fans will say I had a drop off at the end of the season, but come on, man, we can't do that. It was a drop off at the very end of the season. It's very good for Arsenal. He wasn't injured much of the season, and now there's rumours he's being linked away. I do understand Arsenal are a very well-run football club, and they might not know anything. He might end up being innocent, but they might think this could blow up in our face. Right now, while he's only got 2 years left on our contract at his age, let's just distance ourselves from him. But it could be for other reasons. It could be, again, his wage is big maybe. But yeah, Jess, listen, where can people find you?
Guys, if you want to see more of me, I'm a bit subdued today because I am knackered and I'm just on a live stream. But Armchair Gaffers, that's Armchair Gaffers. We're on YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, all the regular stuff. Yeah, just give us a watch if you like us. Let us know if you hate us. Let us know even more because we love negativity. That's what we thrive off. Now, guys,
well, I hope you have a bad night.
Isn't
that what you vibe off?
He just left. He just left.
By the way,
it's funny when you're on shows with people and they go, by the way, I'm really tired because I've just done a live stream. I know I was on it with you.
By the way,
love Jess.
It's Chris Wheeler has stated it's looking like David Hay is going to leave on a free, and Inter Milan.
I just heard that he was going to accept a new contract.
And it says, and then Damasio just said important days ahead of possible transfer of Andre Onana. Inter are waiting for an official bid or approach from Manchester United. Inter have targeted Vicario as a precaution. Vicario is from Empoli, right? And guess what? Tottenham are looking at him because they just pulled out the Riot deal as well. So imagine that happens. That's just a double L.
I don't like Vicario. I don't like actually Vicario. I actually think Onana is irreplaceable. To be honestly, at this day and age, the likes of Edison, the likes of Alisson, the likes of Costa, the likes of Onana, they're irreplaceable because to be
Courtois
honest,
in there for Luke.
Courtois as well, probably, most likely. But the way teams play
right now.
In short stop. But the way that teams want to play football, play from the back, I think these guys are irreplaceable. You cannot just get better than that, to be honest. But anyway, I'm not sure. To be honest, it's up to you guys.
I think we should end it there. That's enough Arsenal talk for me now, man.
Enough.
We spoke on Arsenal. We avoided talking on City too much. Listen, people, whether you support City or not, if you want to watch more content right now, firstly, subscribe to this. Secondly, subscribe to Armchair Gaffers. Thirdly, drop a comment. And I don't mean a live chat. When we end it, just drop a comment. Tell me my Burberry is fake if you want. Tell me my trim is crap, whatever you want. Just drop a comment on the stream. Subscribe to the channel. But then also, please, can I just ask rivals, Mo, including you, Cass, including you. I know you won't watch it, but go and watch Khaldoon's interview, part 1 and part 2 about Manchester City, because it is just
Refreshing?
beautiful, refreshing. And do you know what? And then start getting on at your clubs and getting your chairman at the end of every season to come out and do an interview, because
Let's be having your.
it's good. Nah, not her. Not her.
I told you
No,
before.
it's good. It's interesting. It's interesting. I've got more muffs in here. I need to shut this window.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why Mojis? Why is that? Why are you
What's
saying
that?
that?
What's he saying?
He's saying Kul Kharamo. Why? Where are you from, Mojis? That's kind of weird, but yeah.
But Jesus,
whatever.
I
was
think
gonna
he's
say,
from North-
before everyone does leave, this is going to go to Dan Potts' stream. If you want to talk about more Arsenal, see more Arsenal, then go over there. It will take you there. Other than that, we've got, I believe, as Twitter is, a hectic Twitter group. If you want in, Never a Foul Twitter, or myself Twitter, or Mo maybe on his Twitter, you can go and just DM, and then we'll put you straight into that group, because yeah, man, you know how Twitter gets, and it's kind of more active. It makes sense, and you can see when we're going live. And you'll probably see me shit face on my own club 24/7 anyways. So it's up to you what you want to see. Other than that, I don't know if I missed anything. We'll be back tomorrow at some point.
Everyone have sleep. Everyone enjoy life. Be happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're out of here.
I can't invite you. You don't have to tell me. I don't know your ats off by heart.
Huh?
No, I'm talking to HM and
Oh, and Adam CFC Daps on Instagram. Cheers. Bye.